Halocene.
Hey guys, welcome to CeneTalk. Joe, what are we going to talk about today?
Today we are going to talk about tour stories because the number one question that we get is always about tour. Stands out. So Bass, go for it.
Not like it's particularly crazy or by any means, but I just remember we were at a beach in LA at an RV park, and it was over by Huntington. And we met the guy from Baywatch, Manny from Baywatch.
Were we staying at the RV park
we
on
were
the tour bus?
We were staying there on the bus.
Put it into context though about like
of course.
What his association was with Baywatch.
He was
in one episode.
Yeah, one episode. Like, listen, no hate to you, man, but. Yeah, he was walking around. I actually heard about him from other people on the beach. It's like, yeah, have you seen this guy walking around with a cardboard cutout of himself, mind you?
Yes.
A cardboard cutout of himself. And so, but somehow, I don't know, we ended up at this guy's. He had a really nice...
It was like one of those like silver,
silver
trailer,
bullet,
silver bullet. I don't know what they
It
call
was basically like a really glorified ice cream truck type thing.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me.
I mean,
you
it was
walk
fancy.
in and there was a bed.
There was like
he had
really nice bed.
He had decks. He was
And
like
a
apparently a
DJ setup.
DJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
Everything
all
decked
Baywatched out.
in Baywatch.
All Baywatched out. It was like this guy.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so you walk up, and we just thought like he was just playing like a Baywatch tune, but he kept playing the same Baywatch tune. Like, that he remixed or whatever, and that's all he played that night.
I remember you asked to play on his drums. And he was like, yeah, do you have a song to play? And he's like, yeah, no problem, I got you. And he puts on the Baywatch theme song.
This is before we knew that he was on Baywatch. We were just like, oh, this is Baywatch remix.
Well, yeah, we originally, he thought he was just like this huge Baywatch fanatic, right? Because it was pretty obvious. Like, the whole thing was decked out in Baywatch. But then he starts talking about, like, yeah, I was in, like, episode 71. I was...
Let me paint a picture of what he looks like. All right, he's tan. He's like a 30-something-year-old or whatever. I mean, but he is wearing the poofy Baywatch jacket.
Oh,
no, the guy was stuck in the Baywatch era, no doubt.
No, he was stuck in the one episode of Baywatch that he was.
that particular episode, that day.
But hey, we all had a good time though. We partied, with him.
No,
definitely. Like he knew how to throw a good time.
I would definitely party with that guy.
Oh, of
again.
course,
Definitely.
of course.
We need to find the episode where Manny is in. We need to watch it.
If you guys can find that, please post it.
I think his real name is Manny. That's all we know.
I think
maybe that's his name on Baywatch.
I think it was.
What if that would? What if
that's not even his real
name? That is Manny.
I'm pretty sure that's
his reality.
I would.
In fact, he was at the beach just waiting for us to like drown or something, so he could run out and save somebody.
Yeah. He kept asking me to go in the water. Like, go as deep as you can, man.
How about? Do you know any not so great times?
We all know not so great times. Were to be had in Hoboken, New Jersey.
Which is a nice town, by the way.
Yeah, no, not anything against them. It was just our situation. We were stuck in this trailer park, and it was just so freezing. We could not leave the bus.
The wind chill was insane. Maybe it's because we're from Arizona. We're not
no,
used to
it was cold.
But yeah,
But we did not want to leave, and we were stuck. We didn't have any shows at that time for whatever reason, and so we're stuck inside it, and we just kind of wanted to all kill each other.
Yeah.
I think.
I remember that.
We were getting really bad cabin fever.
It was really bad.
It happens. It's a thing, I mean, because we were pretty consistent there for the most part.
When you first got there, to be fair, okay, so we were playing CMJ, and we had a few shows up there. And so for the first 3 days, it's cool. You get to walk around New York. But you run out of money really quick in New York.
It's really expensive.
So we were parked in Hoboken at like another RV park with the tour bus. It was like a 10-15 minute walk, and then it just started getting so cold it wasn't worth walking into town anymore, or because you had to walk into town. It was like a 10-minute walk, and then you take the subway train up into New York.
It was like at least a half hour to get into anywhere.
It was a perfect storm of a little bit of everything. If you don't have money, then you're not going to have fun in New York City. So that's what kept us on the bus. And the weather. So we're all cooped up in this bus, and no matter how good of friends you are, if you're cooped up with the same people
and
for 2 weeks
same smelly socks and farts
oh
in your
yeah,
cats.
all of that factors in. This is all dudes outside of Addie, which has the stinkiest feet of all of us anyway.
A lot of people, like being on a tour bus is really rad, but you start to get claustrophobic. You really do.
No, 3 months is like a gauntlet for the soul,
And this is like medium level touring, right? Like
we're roughing it.
We're ramen, peanut butter, and that's about it.
Yep.
Water if we could afford it, you know.
So we roughed
If
it
it
a little
rains.
bit. It was a tough time, and there's a song about it called "Tell Me What's" last track on our album.
Make it loud. That
One
EP.
of my favorite on the EP.
Yeah. So anyway, my story is not very long, but my favorite part of tour, I love
And my
pranking
least
everybody. I love pranking people. Our tour manager Gabe, I would hide for 15 minutes in a closet just to scare him, like just jump out and like, you know, he hates me for that. But his name's Gabe Kubanda, by the way, and I produced his recent album called Flow Failed Prevail. Go check it out. It's really great. Anyway, so for pranks, long story short, Joe got on my bad side, or he kind of was like, come on, bring it, man. So he wanted to start this little prank war, so I went above and beyond. And I'm not going to tell you the story. You actually have to go watch our video, because we have a
whole
video documenting the whole
dedicated to
thing.
it, yeah.
All I'm going to say is cockroaches, mealworms, crickets, and maggots.
And his
in
face.
his face and his mouth. So go check it out. We'll
Click
leave a link.
right here.
Click right here.
If you
Click
wanna
on this
see the
cockroach
video.
right
Do
here.
you mean cockroach or do you mean his face?
Me.
No, click on this cockroach.
Just as
right
dirty.
here.
Just as dirty, believe me.
Well, what about you, Joe?
I'm gonna say the Sunset Boulevard one when we're in LA, and me, Addie, and our merch girl at the time were on the street and just really kind of walking around exploring, and we ran into a member of a famous band, and yeah,
We won't
we're
say
not gonna
who.
say who it is. We've done a cover of theirs. But anyways, I wasn't sure if it was him, but it did end up being him, and we got to talking for a little bit, took pictures with him, yada yada. But then he ended up bringing up the fact that they had a show later that night, and it was
Like
a
a
VIP
secret show.
It really was, yeah. Like, this band's huge, so like if
To play
it was
at
at the Roxy where they played, and if people
Yeah.
heard about it, it would sell out like that. But this was something you had to win a contest to get in, and then there was a whole VIP section. So he actually was nice enough to invite us to sit VIP, so got us all tickets.
We're right next
And
to
it was
Fearless Records,
badass.
all the execs of these
Mhm.
labels. Who
Yeah.
They gave us their business cards.
Which it was
and-
painfully
But then they
obvious
never
that-
write you back.
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole... Isn't that...
Yeah.
You mingle, and then you never talk again.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. But the show was awesome.
It was.
That night was... That probably sticks out to me more
That was
than
cool.
anything.
Yeah.
Like, that was definitely a huge highlight.
And I'm pretty sure their guitar player had a thing for Addie and our merch.
That's the
label.
only reason I'm
And
not
we were
gonna
like,
mention...
we were really rooting for it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really subtle hints there with the do you like to sleep with guys on tour question.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
God, classy.
So go
as ever.
you. If you happen
Yeah.
to be watching this, I'm sorry that you failed, but we were pulling
But
for
I
you.
do sleep with guys on tour, so just
There's a lot of good moments on tour.
There's a lot.
There
I'm
really
sure
is.
if we had this conversation in another 3 days, we'd all have different stories. It's just kind of like they come to you at different points.
But the
Once you're-
highlights stick out.
When you're on tour, it's like you never left. When you're back home, it's like you never went
Yeah,
on tour.
it is really
It's
weird.
crazy.
You said that to
Super
me
strange.
before we did the 3-month, because I had toured before, but not to that extent, and that's so true.
It's like
It's hard to explain
creepy,
unless
like
you do
in
it.
your brain. I can't.
It's like you get
describe
home
it.
and like the first time that I drove a car,
Time warp.
like when I first turned my car into like go run an errand or something coming back, it was just like tour never even happened.
Yeah.
It was like a
Yeah.
time machine. It's like I turned the car on, I was like back into reality, back.
But
in
when you're on
Phoenix
tour, you're like, what's home like? I forget. You
Yeah.
know, especially I keep bringing up the
No,
3
it just
months, but
really
it's
is
a long
completely
time.
separate worlds, you know. And I learned that really quick because my first tour was that 3-month tour with
Well,
you
and
guys.
for
you know?
for you too, it's a
God,
lot
yeah.
different because you probably worked the hardest out of anybody because Bass was running sound.
I was just thrown to the wolves, really. At the end of the day, like I'd never been on tour, never really done much live sound, and then all of a sudden just like, all right, go for it. 5 shows a week. Let's see.
I'm sure it
let's see
was
what we
really
can do.
good, though. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's boot camp.
because
You
it's
know
not
what I'm
like you
saying?
weren't ready for it, but you just kind of didn't know what to expect, so you were
Right.
thrown in the fire.
it wasn't really on the itinerary. It was very like, hey,
Right.
can you make lemonade with these lemons? And he made that lemonade.
Oh wow.
He made strawberry lemonade.
True.
Shit, I didn't even have strawberries, but
Yeah, he still made it.
So to pretty much close, for fans that were wondering, tour has a lot of ups and downs, but I definitely say it's more fun than it is not. And for actually,
It changes your life.
it does. And for fellow musicians out there, tour makes you tight as a band and musicians more than anything I can
And
say.
as a marriage.
Oh god.
Yeah,
totally,
wait.
yeah.
So
So
why
all
am I
those
in
ups and
this?
downs and the things that you have to deal with show after show, like you're playing so many shows and each show is different and you have different struggles to get through it, but then you really start to build confidence along the way. Like each show that it's like, man, this could have been really shitty, but we pushed through it, or maybe this show is better than that one, but ultimately like when we got back from the 3 months, we were so tight as a band.
Yeah.
We can make it.
I guess closing with that, we'll say we are getting ready. It's like we said in the last episode. We're getting ready to go back on tour this summer, and we really hope you guys can make it out if you're in the area. Obviously, just keep coming back. Remember, every week we usually try to post videos at the beginning of the week, usually on Monday or Tuesday, for whether it's a music video or cover. We're gonna start doing these episodes hopefully in the middle of the week, like Wednesday, and then on Fridays, right at the end of the week, we'll post another video for you guys. We really thank you for all the support for the recent Ellie Goulding song we did, Outside. If you go to our YouTube channel right now, which you're probably on watching this, we went ahead and posted all of our Ellie Goulding songs. So this week is like Ellie Goulding week. So check out Outside, check out Lights, and check out
Love Me Like
You Do. Please request songs. We keep taking them, and we really appreciate it, guys.
Keep the questions up for the vlogs. It helps out a lot.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know it's on camera. She's gone.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, if this band could not have a singer, and especially be a girl.
Oh my gosh. Like, I just can't.
I was saying, like, we were tight as a band. I wasn't including her.
Yeah, no, we're the band. I mean, we, like, do everything.
Does she do something?
I mean, she's the face, I guess.
You guys are lucky. I
get
gotta
it.
marry her.
Yeah, well, you signed that contract,
Yeah,
buddy.
true. I know.
Hey, here, you know what?
Yeah,
here,
take that shot.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
earned
yeah.
it.
I earned it.
Take one for the team.
Ooh. Women.
Yeah, that's why I prefer men myself, but.
And all rich kids get